Ready, Phantom?
Ready, Keg.
Let's go! Oh, hey, it's time for the TBBAP show. Everybody watch, come on, let's go. TBBAP! Hello and welcome to the new week episode of TBBAP.
Episode 5.
No, episode 6.
Whatever.
Wait, episode 7?
Something,
6 episodes.
Appleoosa's Most Wanted. That's what it was.
It sure was.
And
it was about...
Keg. Last week, I said
Phantom.
We had 2 good episodes in a row, and we were due for a shitty one. Did that come true, in your opinion?
In my opinion, well, I have some nuances, but I would have to say no, it did not come true.
Really?
I think this episode was actually, in many ways, quite good.
Really?
But then, in some, blindingly stupid ways, it was retarded. So, that's how I feel about it. I'm conflicted.
I cannot comprehend how you can have such strong feelings about this episode. This episode left me completely underwhelmed.
Really?
Didn't care at all. Kind of liked Troubleshoes.
Oh, I really like Troubleshoes.
The point was explained over and over again.
It sure was.
Very little happened. The plot was really bare bones.
That's true. That's all true.
Wasn't like a nightmare, but I didn't like it. That's for sure.
So?
That's for sure.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I definitely got some of that lethargic feelings from this one, especially sort of at the beginning. And then, I don't know. Towards the
beginning, I was kind of like, "Oh, cool, Brayburn, he's nice."
Brayburn got a feature. That was cool. He got a lot of screen time.
I was waiting for something surprising to happen when they were out in the woods.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
I was thinking there would be some twist, but there wasn't a twist.
I was praying against hope that it was going to turn out that Troubleshoes, that the Cutie Mark Crusaders actually also misunderstood his Cutie Mark, and in fact there was some third option, but no, they just beat it into, you are a clown, this is what you do, and half of the episode was just that. He tells them in one story that some people laughed at him, and they're like, I know. You're all about making people laugh. You must have a gift for making people laugh, even though he's never done that before. Just everyone hates him. Okay. Let's take a step back. Let's go back to the beginning of the episode, because I kind of want to go through this, because I found this episode very interestingly structured, but not necessarily.
Wait. Okay. I just want to say, I don't know. I didn't rewatch the episode. I don't care enough, but I want to know, do the Cutie Mark Crusaders themselves ever laugh at Troubleshoes before concluding that his talent is making people laugh?
Before that?
Do they?
I don't think so, no. I don't think so,
If they do, that's okay. If they don't, then
didn't.
What the fuck?
They
you don't know.
Story,
you'd have to watch
it
again to be sure. I don't know.
I'm pretty confident that they didn't. But, I mean, when would they have laughed? When they saw him...
I don't know.
I think when they were in the house and he was causing a ruckus, they concluded that he was a funny pony. I think that happened.
Did they
laugh?
I
don't remember them
want to
laughing.
know, did they laugh?
They didn't laugh, but you can think something's funny without laughing.
I don't want to know bad enough to watch the episode again.
Okay, so to begin with, out of nowhere, this was a Cutie Mark Crusader episode. I was very surprised by that right out of the barrel.
Stunning investigatory journalism, Keg. Thanks
for
letting us all know your findings on that one.
It's just, I don't know. We just had an Apple Bloom episode 2 episodes ago. I was just really, I was actually really excited to get an Applejack episode. I was like, oh man, this episode's going to be about AJ exploring her interests, and we're going to learn about her. And then I just didn't get any of that.
I liked that they swept Applejack under the rug, and by the end, when she wins the contest, nobody cares because that's not what the episode's about. I like that.
Well, it doesn't... I mean, they could have been enthusiastic about her winning.
No, they've got their own...
Despite that not being the focus of the episode.
They've got their own shit going on.
Well, okay, in that way it was fine. And I did think it was funny when Applejack's like, hey, what do you think, guys? Check out the trophy. And they're like, yeah, no, Applejack, we're into clowns now. We're into clowns. Get that shit out of here.
You idiot.
Okay, so... Yeah, okay, so I just want to take a second and talk about... So... This whole thing is about a dude, Troubleshoes, right? He's a bandit man. And the Cutie Mark Crusaders find him. First of all, I don't even know how they managed to find him when nobody else could, but whatever, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Well, they got lost in the woods.
But they found
when you
his
get
tracks,
lost in the woods, you always find what you're looking for.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That happened to Apple Bloom in her episode, in her dream.
That was in a dream, though.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
So, this guy has a fundamental misunderstanding of his cutie mark, right? That's basically the whole thing with this character. But
I don't know.
Right?
I mean, it's not that he's wrong. I think it... But they say it's how you look at it. Like,
well, that's a misunderstanding. He misunderstands.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't You misunderstand. It's not that he's wrong about bad luck. It's that he could choose to see it as, oh, my cutie mark means bad luck, or he can choose to see it as, I make people laugh by being clumsy and having silly things happen to me.
Is it bad luck to use your clumsiness to entertain people?
Well, that's how you look at it now, isn't it, Keg?
Well, that's exactly what I was saying.
There's a more subtle message here.
Did I say it was not subtle? Fuck. Okay, whatever.
You said he was wrong, but he's not wrong. He just needed a change in perspective.
The point is, just 2 episodes ago, the whole thing was about how when you get your cutie mark, you have discovered who you are. And how can it be? How can it be that there's a man who just doesn't really get his cutie mark's about?
Holy shit, you're right.
Yeah, right? That was kind of my entire, what the fuck is going on?
Jeez.
We established that when you get your cutie mark, you know what you're gonna do. You've got it figured out. It's when you figure out who you are, then you get your cutie mark. So first of all...
Oh my god, you're absolutely right. This just flies in the face of everything.
Exactly. So Troubleshoes got his cutie mark. We saw this when performing rodeo tricks. So not being a clown. He was successfully performing his routine, then got his cutie mark, then fucked everything up. How does that make any sense? I don't understand.
Jeez.
Right. It doesn't make any sense.
I didn't even think about it, but that's really messed up and totally
Yeah. 2 episodes ago, guys. 2 episodes ago.
Wasn't that last episode?
Nah, there was Rainbow Dash Tank Death episode.
Right, okay.
Yeah, that completely blew the episode out of the water for me.
It's really fucked, Keg.
I know. Okay, so that's a huge flaw. Kind of ruins the episode. But I thought I laughed a lot at this episode.
I did.
I thought this was one of the funniest ones in a long time.
Oh my god, really?
I really did. It
had a couple
hilarious.
of moments. I was amused when they didn't care Applejack won the trophy. I was amused when the guys had the pitchfork and the torch, and then at the end they bring them out again. That was fun.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Dude, wouldn't it be funny when they pitchforks and torches?
When they see that Troubleshoes is the clown, those 2 same guys are like, oh, and bring the torch and the pitchfork back out.
I missed that. That's hilarious.
That is funny.
It's so cool.
And I liked Brayburn being an irresponsible idiot. That was pretty good.
That was funny.
Pretty good that he has a character. That's fun.
Yeah, I never understood why anyone liked Brayburn before this point, but now he does have a real character.
Yes.
So this retroactively justifies. Yeah, right. Okay, so what else is good?
Else?
Yes, I've got one big thing. I really liked. Aside from the whole inconsistencies thing, I thought Troubleshoes was just a really likable guy. I was totally on board with him.
I liked Troubleshoes
as soon as they showed him
as well.
Yeah, I knew he was going to be a misunderstood character.
Yeah.
And I was totally right. And he was fucking adorable. Dude, when he tells his story of when he was a kid, and you see him as a little colt, he's so fucking cute. And then the best part...
It's alright.
Okay, but then the best part was when it shows him at the end of his story how he got his cutie mark. Everybody hates him now, and he's looking over a barrel. He's looking at the rodeo, pining to be in there, and then it transitions to him as an adult in that exact same pose, still pining to be part of the rodeo. That was so cute. I love Troubleshoes. He's fucking adorable. That really got me. That one moment.
Well, lucky you.
Lucky. Okay, what else we got going on?
I'm tapped. I'm tapped out. I've got nothing else to say.
I have something else. Oh, okay. I had notes about how cute he was. Let's see what else we got going on here.
How many times this episode did they have to repeat that he misunderstood his cutie mark? How many times did they have to repeat that he should be a clown? Why can he just waltz into the rodeo and just knock everything over when the other clowns are just gonna put up with it? You can't just... You gotta be a
Yeah.
clown ahead of time. You have to be hired as a clown. You don't just
Are they
show
that
up
well
and fool
choreographed?
around, huh?
Hey, Phantom, in My Little Ponyverse, you get your cutie mark. That is your season pass to everything. You get your Sofa Quill cutie mark.
Doesn't have a clown
You go
cutie mark.
get into that shop,
Also,
and you're taken
also,
over.
Also,
What?
his cutie
Yeah.
mark being an upside-down horseshoe, meaning bad
Yeah.
luck. I guess I can see it. But if in fact his talent is entertaining people, what is the significance of an upside-down horseshoe?
Well, as you have said yourself, Phantom, your cutie mark encompasses the entirety of your personhood. Or horsehood. So he is a klutz, and his misfortunes, his seeming misfortunes are found entertaining.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I think it works.
Okay.
I think it works. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe it's that he is unfortunate, but he can turn that around. Maybe it's not so much that he misunderstood his cutie mark or who he was. It's just he needed to find a way to turn who he is into, and use that to do what he wanted to do.
I guess it's just like when you get your cutie mark, it's because you figured out what you want to do with your life. And what he was doing when he got his cutie mark was performing a rodeo routine, a highly choreographed, successful rodeo routine. And then he gets it, and then he fucks up everything for the rest of his life.
Some might argue that what he was doing when he got his cutie mark was not performing a rodeo routine, but flubbing a rodeo routine.
But we saw
hilariously.
We saw them smiling down on his successful routine. This was on screen. We could see it. He was successfully doing his juggling
But then he immediately fucks it up. And they're like...
Yeah, afterward, and then he's wondering, what went wrong? When you get your cutie mark, it's because you understand what you're doing. It's not because you made a mistake, and then you realize later, oh, shit,
but the making
I guess
of
that's
the
what I'm supposed
mistake
to
is
do.
integral to his, character.
But that happened after he got his cutie
They were
mark.
basically at the same time.
But his confusion of the whole event really boggles my mind. It doesn't.
No, I agree with that. You're supposed to.
Okay.
You're supposed to know.
right.
Another gripe.
Yes.
They inform us after the clown routine that the routine was very funny. Was it?
Well, that's a matter of taste.
It is,
I suppose.
And to me,
I mean, it wasn't funny at all
I didn't
to me. No.
particularly. I didn't laugh at the clown routine. So for them to be like so funny, I was like, yeah, if you say so.
Yeah. And I think the fact that no one was making fun of the clowns at all just goes to show, in Equestria, everyone's super nice. They don't look down on anybody. They think clowns are just as cool as everybody else.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, I mean...
You think in the real world people would be making fun of those clowns?
Well, yeah, of course.
What? Clowns are entertainers. They fool around to amuse you. It's not... What?
Yeah, and they're idiots.
What are you talking about?
I
think you fundamentally misunderstand the nature of clowning.
Maybe I do. I don't know. I just thought everyone was being...
everyone in the audience is just like, haha, they're performing a routine of foolery.
But his thing is he fucks up, which is why he's funny. Is that something to be celebrated?
Well,
I guess
they
it
probably assumed that it was on purpose, kind of, for their entertainment.
But it wasn't. That's true. I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
But it actually wasn't.
Well,
what does that mean?
That's fine.
I guess it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter to them. They're just, they just want their fucking bread and circuses. Those sick Appaloosas.
That's true. That's true. Oh, I've got one last point to make.
Great.
So when AJ, when the Cutie Mark Crusaders get back with Troubleshoes and they see AJ, AJ immediately is like, you fucking kidnapped my sister, you piece of shit, you're going to jail, and she won't listen to any objections. Now I'm not objecting to that. I'm just saying, wow, what a cunt. Maybe listen to your sister a little bit more. But it does make sense because she's super protective of her family, so that's totally fine. But she was being a cunt. And then also, even worse, is the fact that none of the Cutie Mark Crusaders would speak up about this guy. They wouldn't explain that no, he didn't kidnap us.
The whole thing about they think he kidnapped them and they don't get a chance to explain was really tortured. They really
don't get a
It was really drawn out, just everything else.
The
in
whole
this dang episode.
Yeah.
It was stretched really
Yeah.
thin, and they tried to get a lot more mileage out of it than it really deserved. I don't know.
Yeah.
Threadbare episode. Couple of bright spots.
I laughed. That was for me, the best part was the laughing and the backstory.
The laughing.
Space. Oh, one quick shout out to the Brony Network streamer guy, whoever that is, because he did during the second commercial break, he just muted the shit and played the good, the bad, and the ugly theme. I was very entertained by that. I thought it was hilarious.
Well,
thank you,
good on
individual.
Him.
Good on you,
fucking
guy.
job. You.
I'm
fuck.
done. I got nothing else to say.
Same.
That's it.
I've said too much already.
I couldn't agree more. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you next week.
For watching.
Oh, wait, no, not next week, because there's no episode next week.
Is that right?
That is correct.
Good
so
job
we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Good job keeping abreast of Brony news, you fuck.
I went to MLP. All right.
Thanks for watching,
guys.
TBBAP again.
Yep.
TBBAP forever. Amen.
For doing your weekly duty. Goodbye.